Once upon a time, there was a founder named Daniel. Daniel had what every business owner wants: momentum. Customers in the UK, demand in Germany, opportunities opening up in the Netherlands. But Daniel had a problem. His best candidates didn't live where his business was. They were everywhere. And for the first time, Daniel realized, if I want to grow, I need to hire globally. And that's where the story begins. The hidden risk. At first it seemed simple. Daniel hired a contractor in Spain, another in Germany, a developer in Poland. Quick, cheap, easy. It felt like progress. But in the shadows, something was growing. Not revenue, risk. Because what Daniel didn't see was the villain in this story: global employment compliance. Imagine this: every hire Daniel made dropped a small invisible weight into his backpack. One contract, another country, another payroll system, another legal obligation. At first, he barely noticed, but step by step, the weight got heavier. Then one day, a letter arrived, not from a client, from a regulator. His contractor in Germany wasn't legally a contractor, they were an employee. And now Daniel owed back taxes, social contributions, penalties. Suddenly, that cheap hire became a very expensive lesson. Daniel thought the problem was hiring globally. It wasn't. The problem was how he was hiring. Because in global expansion, there are only three real paths: contractor, entity, or something else. Daniel explored setting up entities, but each country came with legal setup, tax registration, payroll infrastructure, ongoing compliance, months of work, thousands in cost, all before hiring even one person. So he stayed with contractors. But now he knew the truth. Contractors weren't flexibility, they were exposure. He was stuck between slow and expensive, or fast and risky. Then Daniel discovered something different: a framework, a way to hire globally, without setting up entities, without misclassification risk, without building complexity. This is where the guide enters the story. Not software, not a dashboard, a partner. Teamed. What Teamed changed. Instead of Daniel carrying everything, Teamed took the weight. They became the legal employer in each country. They handled local contracts, payroll, taxes, compliance, regulatory requirements. Daniel, he focused on growing the business, make it tangible. Hiring in Germany no longer meant set up an entity. It meant hire compliantly this week. No 6-month delays, no legal guesswork, no hidden exposure building in the background. Here's the truth. Most companies learn too late. Global hiring isn't about where talent is. It's about how you structure employment. The companies that scale successfully do three things. 1, they avoid contractor overuse. 2, they don't rush into entities too early. 3, they use structured employment models. That's the difference between scaling and slowly accumulating risk. Fast forward 12 months. Daniel now has a team across 5 countries, 0 compliance issues, predictable hiring costs, full visibility across his workforce, and most importantly, he's not reacting anymore. He's scaling with intention. That heavy backpack, gone. Replaced with something else, a treasure chest. Inside it, growth, talent, speed, confidence. Here's the lesson. Hiring globally isn't dangerous. Hiring globally without structure is. And you don't need to build that structure alone, because the companies that win globally aren't the ones doing everything themselves. They're the ones who understand something simple. Being part of a team changes everything. Don't build your global workforce in the dark. Build it with the right structure. Build it with the right partner. Build it with Teamed. If you're hiring across borders, or thinking about it, start with the structure before the structure starts costing you.